Okay, hey everyone, TimaeuSS here. Welcome to another Artery gear video. So this is going to be explaining the difference between the current closed beta test global gacha system versus the CN system that's in place. For disclaimer, I've played the CN version as well as the JP version since day one, and Global actually has the same version, the gacha system, as JP and Taiwan, versus CN, which has just a completely different system. So which one is better? CN by miles, and I'll explain why. So in Global and JP, so from now I'm just going to refer to Global because it's the same system across everywhere else except CN. So in Global, you have a red ticket system, and you only have the red ticket, essentially letting you pull across event banners, elite banners, and regular banners. So there are various ways to get them from events, dailies, whatnot. I have an older video on my JP guide list that tells your average pulls. As a free-to-play, essentially you get 70-ish. As a small dolphin, you get about 110, counting kind of all the freebies that they give. And the cost is 180 per pull. And of course, if you do it 10 times, it's 1800. There's no discount. So when you pull, you look at the drop rate. So for example, Ashura in this pool, the 5-star drop rate is 2.5%, which is not the worst but not the best. And then there's a rate up. So you can see the breakdown of the percentage here and what's in the pool. One thing to note is that some units are not in the event pool. There will be limited and other units that get released later that just not put in there. So pity in this system is kind of different. When you recruit, you get 1 point. If you do it 10 times, you get 10 points. So each recruitment is 1 point, right? And then at 200 points, which means 200 pulls, you can exchange your points to get the unit that is the rate up unit on the banner. If you play Princess Connect, you'll be very familiar with this system. So basically, if you get the unit, however, before the 200 pulls or the point exchange, your point doesn't reset. So let's say if you want to have a unit and a dupe, you can pull 180 times, get that unit, and then just finish the next 20 and then exchange your 200 points for the unit. Now you have 2. But of course, if you don't have good luck and you go all the way to 200, then you have to exchange all 200 points and you only get 1 copy. So all the unused points will then get converted. So you see how there are different points. So this is for this banner, and then this is for this banner. So event and elite, and then all these points they get converted to here. So there's a shop that rotates, and you can spend 200 points to get anything from the shop, any unit basically. Of course, they have to come into rotation. So you can pull 100 pulls for Melvis, and then you can get 100 pulls for Ashura, and if you luck out, you pick up both of them. After those 2 banners expire, the 100 pulls from each of those banners will be converted to the regular recruitment points, which then you can pick up anything in the shop. This is a system where, if you have average luck and you don't hit pity every time, you can actually use the points to get units that you didn't get initially. So for example, I think I pulled on Sirius banner and then Nina banner, and then I had enough points to pick up Cream, a very, very good healer from this shop, because I decided to skip Cream's banner. So that's another way of using the pity system. So overall, it's pretty nice if you know what you're pulling and you plan ahead. You can get all the meta units. If you have average luck as a free-to-play player, you can definitely do it. If you're a small dolphin, you can pretty much secure all the meta units, unless you pity every single time. I think I was a small dolphin, and I pitied 5 times, and I was still able to grab all the meta units on JP. So that's my experience. So chat about the gearing system, I'll make a video on that. I haven't unlocked it yet for global. So going back to CN, the CN system is much better. So CN has a 2-ticket system, a red ticket and a blue ticket. The elite recruitments, so these are non-event banners with rate ups, and also the regular recruitment banner, they don't use red tickets, they only use blue tickets. And there are multiple ways you can get blue tickets, and the income of blue tickets plus red tickets is much greater than the income of just red tickets in JP. So obviously the total red tickets you get, I think it's slightly, if not equal to JP, if you're looking at CN. But then for the blue tickets, because there's no such system in JP or global, you don't get that. But for CN, you can use blue tickets to pull on the regular banner and the elite recruitment. And then their pity systems is a bit different as well. For their pity system, it's 120 pulls. So each time you don't get a 10-star, the rate of 5 stars, oh, it's laggy as hell. The rate of 5 stars actually increases by 5% or something. So it's like a constant increase in the rate up. So the chance of you getting the 5-star, a 5-star, not essentially the, not always the banner up unit, but the chance of you getting a 5-star increases. And at 120 pulls, you get the unit 100%. So they have a safety system where at 120 pulls, that's their pity, and then the point system doesn't get wiped. So the point system at 120 pulls, when you get the unit, you can, I think for, it might still be 200 points to exchange, but oh man, it's been so long since I played CN, but you can then stop at 120 pulls, and then the point system doesn't get wiped, so you can exchange it. I'm gonna restart this because it's lagging as hell, and then you can exchange it for the same shop. But if I remember correctly, it might be 300 points instead of 200 points. So that's what might be different. I need to open up a CN client later to double check. But yeah, that's how their systems is different. The only downside if you play on CN is that you don't understand, or I mean, you can't predict what the next banner is. So you won't be able to understand or save properly, is what I'm trying to get at. Because when we played JP, we knew what was happening ahead, even though they later messed up the schedule, but we could tell if a unit was meta or not. So we can easily skip and plan for the banner next after that. And because there are data miners in the community, we know what the next banner is. So basically giving us a 2-week plus 2 week, so a month window to save if we need to. Yeah, so that's the difference between CN and JP. To simplify it, as a free-to-play or small dolphin, you can pretty much grab everything in CN, almost, versus in JP, you can probably just grab the meta units. That's the biggest difference for me. Overall, I think it's fine. CN has its problems as well, but yeah, I think the gacha system is nicer than some of the other games I've played. So I'm personally fine with it. Yeah, so I'll end this video here and continue with the live stream.